Welcome to another episode of This Week in Hoops. I'm your host, Christian, and this week we're going to be talking about the NBA's tampering rules. So, what exactly is tampering? Tampering is basically when one player tries to convince a different player who's currently under contract with a different team to come play for his or her team. Well, his, I guess, if we're talking the NBA. So, why is this important? Why is this being talked about? Well, because there's been a lot of tampering in the NBA lately. We're in an era where star players are changing teams more than ever, and they're all friends. So a lot of these guys are going to play with their friends, and that can create issues with the NBA's tampering rule. So the NBA's tampering rule, as written, is no player, coach, or management person may entice or influence a player under contract with another team while playing for that other team. So basically, you're not allowed to try to convince someone to play for this team. Well, the most popular player in the world might be guilty of this. So Anthony Davis, one of the best players in the NBA, requested a trade a few weeks ago. And it's been pretty clear by what's going on that LeBron James wants Anthony Davis on the Lakers with him. And it seems like he's running kind of interference to get that happening. Because Anthony Davis and LeBron share the same agent, and everything that came out from Anthony Davis' agent was basically he wants to play for the Lakers, which seems like tampering. Like, they have the same agent, they're friends, like, he's trying to force his way to a team. So, is it tampering? I mean, yeah. I mean, LeBron publicly said it would be amazing to play with AD. Obviously, that's not, like, anything too bad, but it's tampering technically by what the NBA rule says. You're not allowed to publicly state that you'd like to play with another player. Now, the rules for tampering punishment, usually it's a fine. So in some severe cases, you'll lose a draft pick. But the thing is, no NBA players have ever actually been fined for tampering. It's usually teams and team executives who get fined for tampering. The worst case was back in 1999. The Timberwolves were busted for tampering on Joe Smith, and they lost 5 first-round picks, and their owner and general manager were both suspended. Now, will the NBA take a step and fine their best player in LeBron James for tampering? I doubt it. I mean, he's their moneymaker. He's the guy who pays the bills. But besides LeBron, tampering is just a big issue. Just a couple weeks ago, Ben Simmons, all-star point guard for the Sixers, was asked if he'd like to talk to Magic Johnson, Hall of Fame point guard, about just, being a point guard. And Philadelphia general manager told Ben Simmons no, because that would be tampering. Like, he's not allowed to talk to a player in private like that. That's not on his team. So, because he's currently the Lakers general manager. So, are the Lakers guilty of tampering there? Probably if they met with Ben Simmons, but since they weren't allowed to, no. But just overall, in this era of player empowerment and player movement, tampering is just an important rule that it seems the NBA is kind of ignoring, and they need to start enforcing better punishments on the players. They need to start enforcing any punishment on the players, because it's pretty clear that they're doing some shady stuff behind doors and trying to influence where they can play in unprofessional manners. So that's really all I have for you today. This was another episode of This Week's in Hoops. Thanks for watching.